Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Can I get a thumbs up or something in the comments if you can hear my voice? So why my video isn't on. Here we go. All right. Okay, happy Monday. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you, Angela. Thank you so much for being here. I am going to get started in approximately 1 minute. I'm just letting some other people in. And I am so excited to talk to you this evening about cultivating your mental health in a modern world. So what I plan to do this evening is give you some quick tips and resources in order to help to support you, some things that you can walk away this evening and start to implement immediately in order just to help to support yourself. So what I'm going to do, I am going to share my screen and I am going to get started. We are here from 8 to 8:30. I respect your time. Thank you for being here. I will have a replay available as well. So if you have a friend who missed it, you'll be able to send it out to them. And for those of you who have attended live, I will also be giving you a PDF version of the presentation tonight. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get started. All right, mental health in a modern world. Here we are. So tonight, what we're going to talk about, I'm going to give you 5 strategies to help to cultivate your mental health. I'm also going to, under each of those strategies, give you some oil supplements, different wild things to pair with each strategy. And then at the end, I have some really helpful links on just loads and loads of resources to help to support your mental health journey or a friend, family member, or loved one. So I have that to share with you as well. And here's my introduction. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Sarah Marie Paul. I am a mama to 2 babes. I have my son Cooper, who's 6, and I have our little girl Colby, who is about to turn 4 months this week already, which is crazy. I am a homeschool mama. I'm a hobby homesteader. I am a gold brand partner with Young Living, and I've been with them since 2017. I'm a holistic health enthusiast, and I'm a self-help lover. I was going to say junkie, and then I'm like, you know what? I need to pick a better description. So I'm a lover through my personal healing journey. And I've shared a lot about that in the past. But what I'm speaking to you about this evening, I am not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm not a medical practitioner. I'm just speaking to you from my heart based on someone who has struggled with anxiety in the past, and I still struggle with anxiety from time and again today in the present, who has suffered with postpartum anxiety, postpartum depression, and different strategies that have helped me to feel supported, and also just to help with different symptoms that I have had from time to time. So I'm going to speak a little bit about my personal experience, and I am going to share some strategies with you. So the 5 strategies that I'm going to share, I know a lot of these aren't going to sound different. If you're anything like me, these calls serve as a great reminder for things that maybe you even heard before once, twice, dare I say thrice. I never get to say that word, so I just wanted to throw that out there. But, you know, a lot of these things are not rocket science, but this call tonight can serve as a gentle reminder for you to take one of these strategies that you have put on the back burner, because a lot of these are all going to be personal care strategies as well. So I really encourage you, even if you cannot implement all 5 of these at once, because realistically, if you think that you have to implement all 5 of them at once, you're probably not going to do any of them at all, because your brain is going to shut down and be like, oh my gosh, I can't do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick one tonight to go and to implement right away, to go and to implement tonight, to go and to implement tomorrow to go and to implement this week, and just make that a focus. Because the way that I believe that you bring health and wellness into your life is by taking one little step, making it life. Okay, so doing that over and over again, creating that as part of your routine. And then it just becomes life, and you don't think of it as a burden, or think of it as a change, or think of it as something with a negative connotation. And then you just go and you take one more little baby step, then all of a sudden that thing becomes life. So tonight, take one of these strategies and make that your goal to implement it. These strategies are going to be protecting your sleep, maintaining a balanced diet, getting outside every day, getting connected in community, and then finding whatever brings you joy and doing it over and over and over again. So those are the 5 strategies for tonight. Number 1, protecting your sleep. Oh my goodness, I could talk about this. And I am a mama of, again, an almost 4-month-old. So protecting my sleep is essential. I do not always get the best quality sleep right now, but I also know that this is a season. This is not a forever. And I have gone through different stages in my life where I have been sleep deprived. With my son, when I first had our 6-year-old, he was not a great sleeper. And I did not sleep for quite some time, for months and months. And I found my symptoms, right? I found my mental health really suffering because of that. Have you ever been at a time where you have been sleep deprived? Any of you? Have you ever felt that way? Okay. And those symptoms, right, are going to really just kind of, go on fire. Like, they are going to be really, really heightened. And it is a question. It's like one of those, what came first, the chicken or the egg? What came first? The mental health symptoms or the lack of sleep. Did you know that according to recent studies, chronic sleep problems affect 50 to 80% of patients in a typical psychiatric practice? So people who are seeking support or seeking therapy for having anxiety, depression, or another mental health illness, compared with just 10 to 18% in the general population. So think about that. So do mental health disorders cause sleep disturbances, or does insomnia and sleep disturbances trigger all these symptoms, right, leading to mental health problems? I don't know, but it's a question that we have to really focus on. We have to make sleep a priority. I know I was just talking with my mom earlier tonight, and she said, I was just reading something, and it said that I have slept, where I'm at, how old I am and how many years I've lived, I have slept a third of my life. And she just kind of like looked at me, and I was like, yeah. And my 6-year-old, he goes, well, how much of my life have I slept away? Like, I'm sure it's probably about a third of your life too, but it's important. Like that quote, what is it? I'll sleep when I'm dead. Okay. Like, I'm not a fan of that one, because in order to have the best quality of life, you need to have good quality of sleep. And some of you out there who struggle with sleep are probably like, I don't know, you might be rolling your eyes or cursing me under your breath. I can't really tell because I can't see very many of you, and that's okay. But we have to make this a priority. So how can we do this? Maintaining a regular schedule. And when I say this, it's a sleep-wake schedule, okay? In addition, and this is important in order to get your circadian rhythm, that natural rhythm that our bodies had when we would sleep outside. Our ancestors from many, many generations ago would sleep outside, or would sleep closer to nature, closer to the sunrise, sunset cycle. We need to get reacclimated with that. What's an easy way to do that? Within you waking up, within about half an hour, go outside and let the sun hit you for about 10 minutes. This is great for things like that natural vitamin D that all of us need in order to maintain stabilized moods. In addition, it's great for our skin. In addition, it is incredible to help to reset our circadian rhythms. Okay. So if that's one thing that you take it. I do that with my daughter, with my 3-month-old. I make sure that I take her out. She wakes up, we get up, we do our thing. I come out. I see my son. I'm like, let's go. Let's all go outside. Let's, get the eggs from the chicken coop. Let's go check the mailbox. Let's water the flowers out front. Let's do something in order to be out in the sunshine and to reset our rhythms. And I find that my daughter rests a lot more sound. Make your bedroom a safe sleep space and make it a sleep space. So if right now you are working in your bedroom, I would recommend that you try to find a different spot in order to carve out space, in order to carve out time. I'm at my kitchen table right now to do work, to make that separation. The idea is that you enter your bedroom, you wear specific clothing in order to sleep. This is something that I had learned many moons ago, but to have pajamas, which sounds silly, right? But I was wearing like workout clothes a lot, or just like a t-shirt and workout shorts. And that in itself can actually confuse your mind, confuse your body as to what time is it. Like, I'm putting these clothing on, it's not dedicated sleep clothes. So I say, go and I don't know, I have like a robe, I have comfy PJs. So now I put those things on. It tells my body it's a cue. This is a sleep time. This is sleep clothes. This is my sleep space. And turn off your screens 30 minutes before bed. This is so hard, especially for those of us who love to watch TV before bed, to just kind of wind down. Some of us fall asleep with the TV on. Even if your screens are turned with like blue light help, blue light support, things like that, just having those screens on can really help to affect our circadian rhythm. So I encourage you to make your bedroom a sleep space. And different supports that YL has, the golden turmeric drink. This is fantastic for digestion. It's great for inflammation. It's also really great to help you wind down. So that's a great little drink that we have. In addition, some oils that I personally love. There are so many out there that can help with sleep. Rutavala is my go-to. It's the one that I always rub right here on my jaw because I hold a lot of tension in my jaw, and it helps me to fall asleep. Sleepy eyes, peace and calming. I use our lavender lotion. I take this as like a 1-minute self-care where I rub lavender lotion on my hands. I rub it on my heels and my feet right before bed. And then when I go to bed, I sleep on my side like this. I'm smelling that lavender lotion all night. And it takes a moment for me to just kind of rub it on my feet as well, to help with the dryness. Cedarwood, the CBD tincture, and Ningxia Red. Did you see the studies that are out showing that if you are consistently drinking Ningxia, that there were clinical studies that came out that showed that it helps you to actually sleep better at night? Crazy business, along with all the other things it does. Maintaining a balanced diet. So I am not a dietitian, I'm not a nutrition, but these are just really general guidelines. Be mindful of huge carb loads. If you are doing a whole bunch of complex carbs, your blood sugar is going to boom, spike, and then boom, plummet, and it's going to leave you feeling anxious. That's something that I learned. The same thing for me is going to be, me personally, caffeine wreaks havoc when it comes to my anxiety and to my digestion. I learned that about myself too. Even minimal amounts of caffeine do it to me. Things that you might not think about are like chocolate. I learned that when just with nursing my daughter this time around. I was eating tons of dark chocolate bars and wondering why I was feeling a little bit wired. Well, there's trace amounts of caffeine in that chocolate. Skipping big meals before bedtime. If your stomach is super, super full, your body has to work to digest. And what should be happening overnight is that your body kind of gets to rest. So if you have a huge meal, your digestion is going to be up, your blood flow is going to be increased, and it's going to be a lot harder for you to fall asleep. So just a good thought about a meal is to try to have it balanced with protein, healthy fats. We use a lot of healthy fats in our household. Fiber, simple carbs represented at each meal. So have those balanced meals so that you don't have the huge blood sugar spikes and plummets. Different supports, Ningxia Red, again, clinically proven to help with your blood sugar. Power Meal, the new protein powder, I absolutely love it. It has no added sugar in it. It has tons of fruits, tons of vegetables in it. So I love having that if you are needing a quick meal on the go. That's my new favorite protein powder that we have. The Ningxia Greens have a ton of vegetables and fruits in them. Those healing mushrooms are in there too. I pop a right in with my Power Meal. I'll put some Ningxia in there, add a milk of my choice, and be good to go. Grapefruit oil, sleek oil, and ocotea are all great for helping to curb sugar cravings, and all really good for satiety in between meals. So just to kind of keep things nice and even and keep your water intake up too. Yes, the lavender linen spray at night is amazing too. And Power Meal and Ningxia Greens is awesome. Yeah, I'm just reading the comments right now. Get outside every day. Okay, here's my whole expose yourself to sunlight within half an hour of waking for at least 10 minutes. Go barefoot whenever possible. If you are inside and you are feeling super anxious, just walk outside, take some deep breaths. Okay. What I would like all of us to do right now, I meant to start with this and I just like got right in because I didn't want to run out of time because I tend to talk a lot. If you are taking notes, just put your pen or pencil down. If you are, whatever you have in your hands, just put it down for a minute. I started doing pelvic floor therapy before I had my daughter. And now I just started doing pelvic floor therapy again, since I gave birth to my daughter. And something that she reminds me of a lot is that we need to reconnect with our breath. Okay. So I'm going to do that right now with you because this is something super simple that you can take with you. And I want you to work on this because it can help with so many things. It can help with our psyche. It can help with our mental health. It can help with if we're having racing thoughts. It can help to get us back into the present moment. It can help with any type of if you have any incontinence issues. It can help to with your bowels. It can help with so many different things. So I want you to take your hands. I want you to put them on your stomach, right about where your belly button is. And what we're going to do, we're just going to take a couple deep breaths in. And when I want you to breathe in, you're going to breathe in through your nose. And as you're doing that, I want your stomach to get filled up with air. So picture your stomach being a balloon and it just expands. So I want you to feel with your hands that your belly gets full on an inhale. Hold it there for a moment. And then I want you to exhale. And as you're exhaling, I want your belly button to pull in to your back. Okay, that's your exhale. So we're going to inhale, fill up, hold, exhale. Tummy should go in. This is great for posture too. So let's do a couple more of those. Let's do 3 more breaths like that. Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. One more. Inhale, fill up with air. Hold, exhale. Open your eyes. So just going back to that breathing throughout the day and when you're feeling overwhelmed is absolutely so important. And that is the quote unquote correct way to breathe, to help with your posture, to help with your bowels, your digestion, to help with your being present and in the moment, to help with anxiety, to help with all of those different things. Go back to your breath. Go back to your breath. In addition, moving your body for 20 minutes a day. That is, I mean, I feel like that number is always, always changing. But that's what they say. They say at least 150 minutes a week or about 20 minutes a day. So that can be paired with you going outside in the morning, even just like a walk, weeding the garden, doing those types of things can really, really help. And the great thing is those things that I talked about right before this, right? So getting outside every day, maintaining a balanced diet, they are going to help you to protect your sleep. Just doing those things can help as well, which is going to help to protect your mental health. Next is, and getting outside every day. So the tree oils that we have can also be really beneficial when you aren't outside, or if you can't get outside at that moment, you can diffuse any of the tree oils. There's research that shows that your mind and your body can't really tell the difference between that tree oil and actually like sniffing a tree outside. And something else that I put on here was Super D, just as a little reminder that sunlight is so important, and that is the preferred way to get vitamin D into your body. But if you are having trouble, or if you are in need of additional vitamin D, or Super D is fantastic. I take this seasonally when I'm not getting as much direct sunlight. The next step is getting connected in community. Finding people with similar goals helps you to build a network of support. It shows that surrounding yourself with people who have similar goals, and when we feel supported, it has a significantly positive impact on our mental well-being. So that's why our oils community is so fantastic, because we can go there, we can talk all things crunchy living, holistic living, natural living, and nobody looks at you like you're crazy. In fact, they support you. They are thankful for what you have to share. And then you can also learn from them. So it's those relationships that are reciprocated, right? That are not one-way streets, that help us feel supported. Take a moment to think, who are you around, or who do you interact with where you leave feeling better than you were feeling before you entered that conversation? Who are those people? Take inventory of that. Who are you around, or who do you interact with where afterwards you feel worse? Right? Those are the energy vampires in our life. So you have to think about these things, because if you are feeling down and you are feeling depressed and you are feeling like there's a negative cloud kind of following you around, I would really just recommend that you think about who you are spending time with. And that who doesn't even have to be who you are sitting next to. This call tonight, right? You are choosing to be around me. Is what I'm saying making you feel good? Is what I'm saying making you feel bad? And you don't have to answer that, but I'm just saying, like, think about that, right? How are you spending your time? What are you listening to? What music are you listening to? What TV programs are you watching? What social media accounts are you following, right? Those are all the who as well. I challenge you, if you are watching something, or if you are listening to something and it's not building you up, it's not giving you life, it's not bringing you joy, well, then you might want to hit the unfollow button, or you might want to put some other music on. Like, I listen to worship music all the time now. My son thinks that is mommy's music. Like, that's what he just says. He's like, can we listen to mommy's music now? And we listen to it all the time. I listen to it if I'm listening to any music in my car, if I'm listening to any music at home. Why? Because have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, or have you ever woken up in the morning and had a song stuck in your head? Has that ever happened to you? Ever? Any of you? Yeah. Okay. And I'm thinking about, I'll just pick on the music that I used to listen to when I was in like high school and early college. I listened to a lot of like hip hop and like rap music. Okay, this was me. And I'm thinking about the music that would be like, I don't know why, but like if I had a song stuck in my head that was like repeating big booty hose, okay? Like that is not going to bring me like joy. It's making me laugh right now because I'm a little embarrassed, but like this is what came to my mind, okay? That type of thing is not going to add life to me. That is not going to bring me up. That's not going to help my relationship with God. That's not going to help my relationship with my children, right? But if I wake up now in the middle of the night to do a feeding with my daughter, and I have songs that are just like playing in my head, and it's something like really relaxing, or it's something that's like really bringing me calm, bringing me peace, bringing me joy, um, it just feels a lot better for my mental health. Okay. Thank you, Jen. She gave me a little laugh, and yeah, she knows what I mean. But think about the music that you listened to when you were younger, right? Like, and think about some of the things. And what also makes me think about this, I was at a playground tonight and I heard there was a boy, like a teenager, who was driving his bike near the playground. And it was just like this crazy rap music that had all of these like horrible things that were being said in the song, and he's like driving past the playground where all these little kids are playing, and I just looked at my husband and I'm just like, oh my gosh. But like, okay, maybe that was me when I was 16. I don't really know. Could have been similar. I wasn't riding the bike, but I was like driving a car. But thinking about how that stuff really impedes your psyche and your energy, and interact with those to remind you that you are not alone. Like, you are not alone on this journey. Okay. You are not alone in the struggle. I was at church the other day and I had one of my friends, she came up to me and she was just like, I have a confession to make. Sometimes, I really am extremely judgmental of others, especially other women. And I really want to change that. I really want to start lifting other women up. And I was just like, yeah, I can totally empathize with that. And I can totally, um, I can totally feel that. And I'm here to help you, support you with that too. So think about that, like think about that. And I just said, those people are really probably struggling. And instead of offering them comfort and instead of offering them support, we're being judgmental. Like, what type of person is that, right? And like, I'm guilty of this. And she said, yeah. And she just looked at me and she said, well, who isn't hurting? Who isn't struggling? Who isn't, and that really just like, that gave me goosebumps, because I'm thinking, you're right, right? Like, who hasn't been through it? Life is beautiful, but life can be really hard. So, even just having those kind gestures to be able to, and safe places and safe people to be able to express those things with, I think it's so important to have that. And some wild supports, the oil gathering, the oil valor, vetiver, these are all great to use when you're going out into community, especially if you have social anxiety. Valor's like my fave. Find what brings you joy. Find a healthy outlet. Find that healthy outlet that links us to like-minded community. Okay. And being creative, it is integral to purpose. Like, it is there, it is so tied in. Finding a creative outlet is so important. And that can be so many different things. I mean, that can be anything from, crafting to something physical, to cooking, to gardening, to bird watching. My goodness. I mean, it's like anything. And then finding somebody else who likes that or likes to talk about that too. That is connecting you to that community piece. And it's also bringing that creativity, which is so important just for you to have that balanced body brain connection. YL supports, the oil joy is fantastic. I leave this in my bathroom, in my hall bathroom, so that when people go in there, they can just like put joy on their heart and go about their day. Great Day Protocol is a wonderful way to start your day and to just kind of have a gratitude mindset and to go into your day in a joyful manner, and all those citrus oils too. My goodness. Some resources, I'm going to send you these links. The second one is really great about holistic mental health treatments, some different things that I have done that have been really helpful. anything from acupuncture to chiropractic to therapy to massage to uh, all different types of physical activities and working with a holistic nutritionist. I could go on and on and on about all the different things that I have done, but just that have helped me along my journey. And thank you. So here's my contact information. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. You are not alone. We are all here, just in this crazy journey of life. Um, and I'm more than happy to share contacts with you, or if you have specific questions about things that I have mentioned. So I hope that you have a wonderful evening. And by the end of the week, I will email you this presentation. So please take a look for that. And if you have any questions at all, like I said, please feel free to reach out. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your night. And like I said, take one thing, like sit, look at it, take one thing and just like say, okay, Sarah, you got this. You are going to go and you're going to do this right now. And this is what we're going to adapt. So take it one step at a time, to help to take care of yourself and to help to be preventative. That's the thing that has helped me the most. So I hope that you have a good night, and I will see you later next month. All right. Take care, everyone.